India has 165 million children, and these are children below the age of 12. And one of them has taken the Delhi government and the central government to court with the question, why are you not vaccinating us? Tia Gupta and her mother, also her lawyer, Roma Gupta, joining us on the show today. Dr. Joseph Brito is a pediatrician, someone with a vast experience in pediatric ICUs. He's joining us as well. Tia, I'm coming to you first, not because you're the youngest person on our panel today, but also because you are the one who has taken the Delhi government and the central government to court. Why do you want to be vaccinated? What is the hurry?
I want to be vaccinated because I've seen so many of my friends suffer anxiety because of COVID, going into quarantine, suffering through mental health. And I'm just like thinking here, we should be going to school in the real world, not online. We should be worrying about exam pressures and going into friends groups, not about how this vaccine is affecting us and our parents.
Tell us about why you had that clause in as well.
Okay, so as you know, the second wave affected a lot of children, and it did affect, suddenly, you know, first it was only adults, now it affected children. There were a lot of children who were orphaned. There were a lot of, actually, we know a couple of families who lost children within this ecosystem process. There were not many answers in the newspapers, which I could answer to them, because usually we are able to give answers to our children because everybody's so tech savvy and aware. There was not enough information. Also, another point was there were a lot of children they know of who are studying abroad, who are having a normal life. So, you know, that if you're putting India on a global platform, then put India's future also ahead of you now. The children are the future. Agar unko you're not giving importance, what's the whole functioning of the system?
But Naomi, does it not worry you as a parent that there's right now only one vaccine that has been approved for children in the United States and America? You know that, that's Pfizer for children.
Of course it worries.
So, no, but I'm asking, my question was this, does it not worry you that the trials have not been conducted in India? That we don't know if these, you know, even if we were to get the Pfizer vaccine here in India for the kids, there are no trials. Does it not worry you that, you know, kuch gadbad ho jaye to? Are we rushing it?
A company like Pfizer, who's introduced the vaccines abroad in Canada and America specifically, they're a responsible company and come with a huge set of rules and protocols which they must have followed. So if Indian markets get open to them, it is the parents' decision which vaccination to get. But at least give us options. What I take for my child or you take for your child is our personal discretion, but give us options. Give us some roadmap. I'm sure people who are getting the children vaccinated abroad are not going to be doing it with half awareness. They must be doing it with full awareness.
Dr. Brito, just come in here. Are trials required on Indian children before, say, a company like Pfizer can come in? Bharat Biotech is telling us that their trials are underway. The government of India has given them approval for their trials, but the vaccine will not be ready this year at least, which means that children will have to wait till the end of this year, at least for Bharat Biotech. Till then, is Pfizer a vaccine which can be brought into India to inoculate children here in India, or will we be rushing things without a trial?
Shreya, thank you. Thank you for inviting me onto your show. But before I answer your question specifically, I want to congratulate Tia. It's really impressive. A 12-year-old who is so brave, so confident, and who is standing up for something that she believes in. I wish, Tia, I knew more 12-year-old children like you.
So, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Joseph. So, Tia, I don't think children should be vaccinated just yet. And here are my reasons why. Please hear me. The reasons why we vaccinate people, adults and children, is first, we want to decrease the severity of infection when they do come across the infection. And we want to prevent hospitalization. And the second is we want to decrease transmission. Currently, there is no data available, as has been said on this program, available for the 2 vaccines that we are administering in our country. You have to bear in mind that the burden of disease in children is low. Children will be impacted in the next waves, but I believe, and the data suggest, that they're not going to be impacted disproportionately. In the United States, where epidemiological data is available, the burden of disease in children, which means children requiring hospitalization, just 2% of the positive cases in children end up requiring hospitalization. And even less, 0.03, that's 3 out of 1,000 Tia. 3 out of 1,000 children will require intensive care and have worse outcomes. So you have to bear in mind, when we start looking for a robust vaccine for children, we have to bear in mind the burden of disease that we are trying to prevent with vaccination. You also have to bear in mind that transmission takes place not from child to child, not from child to adult, but from adult to child. So the vast majority of cases, transmission. So what we can do for a start to keep our children safe is first decrease the number of cases in the community. Second, vaccinate all the adults around you, like the parents and grandparents in your home, and like the teachers in school. So let's vaccinate the adults, because that's where children are going to get infected for.
Okay. Okay.
There is no justification. I'll just finish one last point. There is no justification today to start vaccinating children in the absence of robust and rigorous clinical trials, because we are talking of largely healthy children. You also asked the question about the Pfizer-Moderna vaccine, which is available in the United States. When that vaccine is available in India, and there are indications, V.K. Paul of Niti Aayog suggested that the Pfizer-Moderna vaccine is likely to be available in India in July, and they are likely to waive any bridging trials. These are trials that will are often done in the local country, which they are likely to be waived. But bear in mind, the messenger RNA vaccine, which is the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, has undergone trials in the 12 and above age group, which is why children are being vaccinated there with that vaccine.
Okay.
What we need to do is to wait for those robust trials to take place here for the vaccines that are currently available.
Okay.
Shreya.
So, Tia, you can have the last word. Since you started the show, you can have the last word. The doctor here is saying that, look, right now there is no data to suggest that kids are falling very ill because of this virus, and let's not rush things. Would you agree with that? Because, you know, so far data seems to suggest that COVID-19 has more or less spared children. At least it has not put children in hospital. Does that give you some degree of confidence?
I would say that when we filed the petition, I was not expecting an immediate effect, like a reaction from the government. Nor was I expecting like vaccines here right now. No. So, and also the third wave, which the media indicates that the third wave will only affect children, if I'm correct. And this has caused a major phobia. And also children may not be getting hospitalized, but their mental health is getting, most of my friends are suffering through anxiety, which I cannot watch anymore.
All right. Okay, Tia, thank you very much and all the best for your petition. Naomi, thank you very much for joining. Thank you so much. And Dr. Brito, thank you very much for joining us as well.